welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9?
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Now, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago, and really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
The 42-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up third down.
On third down, Pryor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Check 31, check 31.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
35's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to have to hook up to QT. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35's the mic. Go. Mike 35, Mike 35. Check, 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 check.
Running from the gun with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
35's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight up there. Flag.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going up top. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Complete. Intended for Kiki QT. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro.
A 50-yard attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the fake field goal. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. Double dog, that's the way.
On second down, here's Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Working from the gun. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. 23 yards the pickup there.
By number 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And on deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
for the extra point.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Force.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the deep.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Great 15. Great 15.
To throw, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
35 to Mike. Come on. Mike 35. Mike 35. Sunday. 35 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Wentz on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Check three. 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Titans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Come on now, let's go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
He's coming. Kill. Here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Report! 951! Watch the screen! Pass! Mike, Ozzy! Sit up!
On third down, Jackson got his man. It's Caldwell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Dobbins. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's checking crowd.
The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike's 5'4". You got nothing with that. Yo. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Under 10. Shift. Sit up. Alert 3. Slam.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, report. Chance.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
51. Mike 51. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Take 4.
Here's Dobbins, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Hey. He's coming. We got double up.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 42, Titans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Now Wentz. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
35's the Mike. Mike 35. Mike 35.
They'll run it again with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you're still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Watch time. Tight end right. Four down. Wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Back. Score, Tokyo.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Drop deep. 35's the mic. Time to go. Night. 57.
After the penalty, it's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard draw play. This is Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A little bit of a break for the offense with that football going out of bounds. Remember, they haven't turned it over yet, Charles.
Yeah, and they've taken care of the ball so well, they had to feel good about their chances and their opportunities. Remember the old adage, the team making the fewest mistakes will win? They almost cost themselves with that one.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Evans on the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Ravens. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.